Hello and welcome to The Story and the Song. My name is Adri Love. I'm going to be your host. I'm a singer-songwriter from the west coast of BC, Canada, otherwise known as Turtle Island. If it's your first time here, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Please make sure to like and subscribe. We need all that help that we need to get this podcast out to as many people as possible, and every little bit helps. So thank you. This channel is basically for singer-songwriters, artists, music industry professionals who are looking to get inspired, hear what other artists are doing, check out other artists' music. You know, there's so many people all around the globe in the work that we do, and my desire is to connect more people together and amplify the voice, as many voices as we can in the music community. So if that sounds like something you want to continue to be a part of, please check us out on our socials. And TikTok. I will post all of the links to that in the show notes. So make sure to follow along there. And yeah, just feel free to reach out and say hi. Let me know what you're up to, what you're doing. I'm super open and love to meet new people. So now to our episode. We have Talia Malcolm. She is a singer-songwriter from here, the West Coast of BC here. And she is 21 years old, and this episode is super special because it's her first podcast interview ever. So that was really cool that we got to share that moment together. And she was just so lovely to talk to. She has such an interesting family story, very unique upbringing, very creative family. And her songs are just so heartfelt, so vulnerable, and she really does give magnetic performance, whether it's live or even on her socials and her songs. Her voice really draws you in. So I would encourage you to find her on all the socials. Make sure you find her on Spotify. She's got some singles released there, and she's working on releasing more. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for letting me come to your dad's. We're in your dad's studio right now.
We are. I'm very grateful that my dad has this studio. Yeah. To be honest, because it's great.
Because your dad he's an actor.
He's an actor.
That's what he primarily uses this space for, right?
Yes, he did. He doesn't anymore, really.
Okay.
But his friend does still, because his friend still does a lot of auditions. So he might still use this space. Who knows? We'll see.
Nice. And I brought some props.
I love the props.
Elevate
they really added. Yeah, I don't know what we would have done if these hadn't been there. It would have been very gray, just all around. They really liven it up a lot.
And I love how before I came, we were both tuning into like In Between Two Ferns.
Yes, very much. It's very much giving that.
Except this, you just said we're in between three ferns.
Three ferns. We can start our own show
and we
now.
might not be as funny as them. I don't know if we're going to head down that road, but we might. Who knows?
I think we will be. There you go.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Of course.
And because I haven't met you before.
No, this is our first meeting.
Time.
Yeah.
Yes. But I had seen you on the corner of Fraser and Kingsway. You were singing in the park. And I was there to go to like one of the shops in that plaza there. And I heard you singing, and I was just like, I just stopped in my tracks because
Thank you.
no, really. And, you know, as I was looking at your TikTok, because, you know, you've built quite a following. You've got like 5,500 followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
And like just even watching your TikToks and then seeing you at that park that day, you just have this like very like magnetic presence about you. Like when you
you.
start singing, you're just like, I'm like in it with you, like even on
That
like the
means the
internet.
world.
So I don't know if you know that
Wow.
about yourself, but like that's what I'm picking up off of what you're
Wow.
giving
Well,
off. So
thank you. That's very, very
yeah.
nice of you to say.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
like
actually like my first ever performance, like actual gig.
I
So,
amazing.
yeah.
Amazing.
It was scary, but it was very, very fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself a lot.
How did you get that gig?
I've been thinking of that, and I can't even remember how it all started. I just know that Mount Pleasant, like the BIA, they reached out to me.
Okay.
And it may have been because they saw a video, they saw me busking. It may also have been through Sarah McLachlan's School of Music, because I went there for a while.
Oh, okay.
And so I think it actually might have been that. They might have heard of me through there, and then or I might have contacted them in the past, and then I honestly can't remember how it all started.
Okay, you just know you got an email.
I just
from
know,
someone.
yeah, got an email, got in contact, and they said, hey, would you want to perform at this event, the Pancake Breakfast? So I said, okay, let's do it. And my whole family was here from Europe, so they all got to come, which was really nice for like a first performance.
Special.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
just
It was
to
a
like
great
have
day.
that support, you
Yes,
know. Did that
for
make
sure.
you more nervous, or did it kind of
Honestly,
did it give you a comfort?
It definitely made me more nervous, I think, in a way.
Right.
People kind of ask that, and you think people you wouldn't be scared, but you know that if you mess up, they also can read you so well because they know you so well.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, I can tell she's nervous right now. Oh, I can tell she's freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh, she messed that up because I've heard her practicing it.
Yeah.
Or, they'll just remember it for the rest of your lives that you know each other. So it's kind of nerve-wracking, but at the same time, it's grounding to be able to look over and be like, oh, there's my mom. There's my dad. There's my cousin. You know what I mean? It's a bit of both, I would say.
Nice. And where was your family visiting from? Like, what's your roots?
Well, it was all my mom's family, her side. So from Belgium and Ireland.
Oh,
her parents, my grandparents are from Belgium, so they were visiting. And then my cousin and aunt and uncle were from Ireland. So yeah,
cool.
They're all here.
Awesome. Well, I feel so lucky that I got to see your first show ever.
I feel very lucky that you got to see it as well.
I just so happened to be there. I love that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So how old are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. I love it. And you're going to music school?
I am. I'm at Douglas right now.
Okay.
New West for music. They have a 1-year program. It's like a basic certificate.
Yeah.
Because I have almost no background in theory other than the piano that I did.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to be able to understand, I guess, the language of music a little bit more, so that when I'm creating, especially with other musicians, I can speak that with them a little bit better and be like, hey, I can give you sheet music, or I can read some sheet music and that kind of thing. Because otherwise it limits you a lot, I think,
Yeah. So I mean, you kind of make it work.
You do.
I studied music when I was younger.
Wow.
Not for very long, and the music theory just did not land for me. I could not
fair.
I could
understand with it right
to a certain point, and then I just was like, I gave up.
100%.
I'm not gonna lie, but I still had that passion for music.
Yeah, totally.
And honestly, you just kind of make it work with your band, because even I always felt so insufficient when I would
hire
these pro musicians to learn my songs and stuff, and they're like, so what key is it in? And I'm
like, I don't know, but I know this is what it's supposed to sound like.
I don't know. Do you can you figure that out?
No, I know exactly. It's like, I don't really want to do it right now.
Yeah, do you have charts sheets? And I'm like, yeah, I remember I did try to put together some chart sheets for some of my songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got maybe half of the chords right.
Hey, so that's pretty good.
See.
That's more than I think I would be able to do right now.
Right. Yeah. So you're mainly self-taught then. All the videos that I'm seeing on TikTok, you've been posting since for what?
Yeah, I think
when did you start? 3 years ago?
Well, I mean, if we're going all the way back, I knew TikTok when it was Musically, when it used to be called a whole different thing. And I
Oh,
was
I
on
didn't
it
know
since
that.
then. Yeah. And then it turned into TikTok, and then it kind of changed. Like the content on there completely took a 180.
Oh.
So, and then I just was posting, and then I deleted a lot, or not deleted, but archived a lot of those posts because they were just silly, like not really doing much,
Right.
in high school. And then during I took another gap year actually. So I went to
Okay.
UBC
Yeah.
from, I think it was 2023 to 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And then after, I was really rethinking a lot of things, and just kind of figuring out what I wanted to do next. And so I took another year off to work, but also I wanted to focus more on my music. So then I was really like, I'm going to start going live on TikTok, and I'm going to start trying to post more and do covers. And that's all when that started. So like late 2024, late 2024, I would say, is officially when I kind of, everything started growing a lot more.
Like with your, like you
Yes.
just intentionally started to put more
exactly.
music online, and
Yeah.
you were like, I'm going for this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you are. I mean, you're such an amazing songwriter, like
Thank you.
for your young age of 21. No, really, your songs are
Thank you.
cool. And yeah, like I find like your lyrics almost kind of have this there's just a real honesty to your lyrics, and there's also like this shock value that you like put in there.
Do you like that?
A little, is that an intentional,
I think, yeah,
or is it just
sometimes.
like your
Or it just
personality?
kind of
It's just you?
happens,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's always so much that I plan it all out, but yeah, I think it kind of just happens.
Right. Cool. So
Yeah.
when did you start writing songs?
My goodness. I've always loved writing.
Okay.
So in school, like English, writing, all of that.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was always kind of my favorite thing to do. And so I always kind of say, first and foremost, I think I'm a writer more than like,
Yep.
even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because my songs are all very lyric based and lyric heavy.
Yeah.
And I take a lot of time to think about what I want to say, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't always turn out how I want it to, but hey,
Yeah.
you just go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was the question again?
When did you start writing? A long time ago.
A long time ago, pretty much, before I got on that whole other tangent. Yeah, my friend and I think the first song I officially remember writing was when we were in elementary school and we wrote a song together called BFFs for Life.
Oh.
And we recorded it.
Oh my goodness.
I have it on a CD somewhere. That's
really
amazing.
Funny. I love that.
It's
how old are you?
Very catchy too. Oh God, I want to say we were like 7,
oh
8
my goodness
years old.
I love that you have that on hand.
I'm so glad. I don't know where it is now, but it's in my room somewhere.
Okay.
I love that we have that as well, because
yes,
it's nice to see how you've progressed, but then also like, like,
yeah,
we're already creating at that age.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny.
It's just so adorable, so cute, like
It
BFFs for life.
Yes, BFFs for life. That's the name of it.
I love it.
It's silly, but we were very into it at the time.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it was
We were
very serious.
Very serious.
Yeah.
We were like, this is the best song ever that anyone's ever written.
Did you guys like harmonize or anything?
Or
did you just sing it together?
We tried. All I could hear in the recording is just very high pitched.
Okay.
Our voices were just it's shrill.
Okay.
Honestly. It's a little shrill. Also, the recording, like the quality is not good at all.
Right.
But it's the thought that counts. And
yeah.
It's special.
Yeah.
It always will be. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the songwriters I've talked to, a lot of them, yeah, they just had they had the writing bug, like they were writing. Like I think Kay Brett, who I was interviewing before, she was saying how she's like, as soon as I learned how to write, like I was writing, and so it's just like something that's kind of like in you,
It is.
So
I believe that too.
When did you pick up an instrument then? And you also come from like a musical family, so I definitely want to like get
very
into
creative
that.
Household, very musical. Well, the first instrument, I think, if I can remember correctly, was the piano, or technically it was the accordion, because my dad played accordion. He bought me like a little one when I was a kid, but officially piano.
Okay.
I did that for a few years, and then we moved again, and I took a break from that. Never really went back to it in the same way, like never lessons again.
Okay.
But then I did ukulele for a while, and I
Mhm.
really started writing songs with ukulele. That was when I
Okay.
really kind of got into it, I
Yeah.
guess, a little more.
Yeah.
And then I played piano a little bit more again, wrote some songs with that. And then guitar was really the big one for me, which I just started learning guitar in 2023. And that's when 2022 is when I got my first guitar. So
Okay.
I was very excited.
Nice.
But yeah,
And
guitar is
so
like my main one.
right. Yeah. Yeah, your sound is very like songwriter.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so.
And
Yeah.
it suits your voice. Like I feel like
Thank
the
you.
guitar and your voice go so nicely together.
Yeah.
Um so what was I mean, you're saying that you come from like you have a really creative family. Like your
Yes.
mom was singing on the rooftop during
Yes.
COVID to the neighborhood.
Yes, that's the
I love
first like
that.
TikTok that ever went semi-viral on my
Right.
page.
Yeah.
So I have her to thank for like a
Yeah.
lot of the followers that I got to get to that first 1,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah, well, during COVID, after you know how everyone we would clap for the frontline
Yes.
workers at 7 p.m. And so my mom one night she was like, "What if after I like sing a song to the neighborhood to try to connect the neighborhood a little bit more because everyone's so isolated right now?" So she just started after the clapping, and then she would sing a song on the very rickety balcony at that time. Um, and then it just kind of became a whole thing. Like people just started every night coming out in the alley, like still social distancing in their yards,
Yeah.
coming out in the alley, and someone bring like pots and pans and try to add some music to it. And then eventually the news heard about it and they like interviewed her and did a whole segment on the news. It was
What?
a crazy
That's
time.
amazing.
It
Oh my
was
god.
so amazing. And it also connected everyone so much more. Like we know so many people in our neighborhood now that we would have probably never spoken to if it had not been
Right.
for that. So even during a time when
Right.
everyone was very much separate, it
Yes.
really brought people together and it was really
Yeah.
lovely and
Okay.
very
Cool.
inspiring. So I was like, that's
That's
mom,
awesome.
she really
Yeah.
she went off
Oh my
in that
gosh,
one.
that
Yeah.
video is amazing. I was like, "Oh my god, her mom is
I know, right?
badass." Like
Right? Right? That's where I get it.
yeah.
That's where I get it from. But
I love
yeah, no, I
it.
posted that because I was like, you know what? I think I got to put this out there to show what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, that's
it was
awesome. I
how
love
that
that.
started.
Music always brings people together. I really
Always.
just that is really like sinking in for me these
Yes,
days,
right? 100%.
And I think that, as artists, that's like, you know, that's our role that we're going to bring people together, really.
Yep.
So
100%.
yeah. And what else? So you're going to music school. And so what was your parents' reaction to you pursuing music? Like is it just so common for you guys to be musical that like did you have conversations with
Well,
them? Like what has it been like to be like, I'm gonna write songs, or did you kind of just start doing that on your own?
I mean, I think I started doing it on my own, sort of, and I would play them my songs sometimes. And they'd be like, "Oh, great that she's doing that," you know.
Yeah.
But also because my dad's a drummer, he was in a band as well, like when he
Okay.
was younger, and then they're both actors. Like I say, that's kind of the main thing that they did for a big chunk of their lives was acting.
Okay.
But my mom sang a lot, and she's also very much a singer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think conversation wise, I think they kind of were pushing me to put myself out there more because I was very scared of
Yeah.
singing in front of people. It was something
Yeah.
I kind of convinced myself I couldn't do. I was never going to be able to do it. I was never going to be a performer. I was never going to be able to do that kind of thing. I was just very scared of messing up, looking foolish,
Yeah.
just feeling like I didn't have the confidence to do that. And so even in front of people I knew really well, I was scared to sing. Like it was, and so I think it was more of a mental thing. Well, it's definitely a mental thing, like
Yeah.
that I convinced myself of. And then I think the big change for me was going to Sarah McLachlan School of Music.
Okay.
Which is here in the city. And it really pushed me to get kind of out of my comfort zone because they were really like, do a performance
Okay.
of one of your songs. And so I performed one of my originals with some other kids that went there in like a little band.
Yeah.
And we did that. And that was my first time ever performing because I think I got to a place where I realized that I was more afraid of never performing than I was of actually just doing it. And I think a lot of us kind of come to that realization at one point in our lives where we're like, am I really going to let this stop me from doing this? Because that almost scares me more, you know? So I think that was a big thing for me. And then I was like, I'm just going to start doing it because life's too short. So kind of went from there. And my parents were very much like, yay, finally.
So proud of you, I bet.
Yeah. They're very supportive.
And so when you went to Sarah McLachlan School, what were you there for? Like, did you take a certain program or?
No, honestly, I just went and they have all sorts of like different classes. So I did some piano again.
Okay.
During that time. And then I also did an electronic music class to try to learn a little bit more about making and producing my own music. I realized quite quickly it's not something I'm super interested in doing.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of just like, you know what? I like focusing on this part and I like someone else focusing on that part and being able to work with someone else that way as well. Yes. And so I think I much prefer that, but it was still good to learn. And
you tried it and found that out.
For sure. And then in my gap year after I graduated high school, took a year off and they had an alumni program. So usually you go to Sarah McLachlan like all throughout elementary school and high school. I only started in grade 11 of high school. I only got in there. And then during my gap year, they started an alumni program where people who were over 18, whatever, that had gone to the school could still go on Fridays and they could jam or have rooms to just play, or they could join some classes and stuff like that. So I did a jamming class during that time and an electronic class again. And that was really, really fun.
Okay. So the jamming class is probably, were you able to kind of let go in that?
That is that really, kind of what I think was like a major catalyst for me.
The breakthrough.
Just letting go and being able to be like, oh my God, wait, I just sang in front of people I don't know, but it wasn't actually that scary and I had a lot of fun and oh my God, wait, what's happening? Yeah. So, and then I just did a few more performances with them. I don't know if you've heard of Redgate.
Yes.
Yeah. They did their end of year thing. They did like a partnership with Redgate and they were like, can we have our students perform there? So I did that, which was amazing. I mean, yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about Sarah McLachlan School of Music. It was really great. Like I don't think I would have, I don't know, gotten out of my little bubble if I hadn't gone to that, or at least it would have taken me longer, I think.
Right.
So yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. I love those those breakthrough moments, right? Like where you just,
they're important.
Muster up the courage and just if you're like, if I'm gonna do this, like I just gotta
start somewhere, just do it,
yeah. I still remember my first show and like how terrifying that was. And I also realized that like I had this very like what would you call it, what's the word I'm looking for, like of just I think realization that I was like, yeah, I got these songs. Like I got it. But once I got up there, the pressure was on. I was like, I don't have these songs at all.
Yeah.
And I needed to practice like way more than I did.
That's very fair. Relatable.
So yeah. But I mean, you do it over and over again. And for whatever reason,
you need those moments.
Yeah. And it just gets easier. Like I'll, several years later, once I was performing more and learning songs, like just learning songs very quickly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just like there's this muscle like that just kind of gets worked and you can jump on to new songs very easily and it's not as difficult anymore.
No, exactly.
So yeah, well, I'm so glad that you had that and that you're sharing
me too.
your art with us because you just have some really awesome songs out there. And I mean, you have 4 singles out on all streaming platforms, right? So talk to us about those songs. Like there's some that are, you've got like some pretty heavy production on a lot of them.
Yes, I do.
And so, yeah, tell us about the songs.
So, I mean, again, it kind of all started at Sarah McLachlan School of Music because they recorded like 3 of those songs. I recorded there in one of the classrooms.
Okay.
Literally with one of the teachers there who ran the electronic. James is his name.
Okay.
He ran the electronic class. So I made, I think my first single was Wildfire. That was my first one. And that one is my most popular one as well.
Yeah.
Which is sort of funny because it was literally the first one. And I look back now and I'm like, but people really like that one.
Yes.
So yeah, it's cool how that works. But I recorded that at Sarah McLachlan. Then Dull, my song Dull, I also recorded at Sarah McLachlan. And then I had a song Therapy that I also recorded at Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah.
And then my other one, Paper Cut, which is my most recent.
Yes.
That was the first song I wrote with my guitar. And I actually got to play guitar in the song as well. So it was very special to me because I'm like, I can accompany myself now. Yay.
Yeah.
And that was with the wonderful producer. His name's Cody Taylor. Okay. And so I recorded that in a studio that he rents in East Vancouver. Okay. And then released it. Okay. So, yeah. And then someone did a remix of it. Yeah. His name's Willow. Okay. And he does really cool remixes. So he was like, can I remix this song? And I was like, okay, sure. Why not?
I love it.
Yeah. So those are the songs out right now. It's been a while though. Paper Cut, I think I released in I think it was 2023, which feels so long ago. Yeah. It's not that long ago, but yeah, I'm ready to release new stuff for sure.
Yes, absolutely. I to be honest, as I think that was the feeling I got when I was looking at your page. And well, when I was looking on your TikTok, there were so many good songs on your TikTok, but none of those were on the streaming platforms yet. And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, why aren't these songs out there? I'm like, they're so good. Like the one Dirty Apartment.
Yes.
And Suitcase.
Yes.
Holy moly, those songs are so good.
They're two of my favorites.
Yes.
That I've written probably.
Yes.
I'm so glad you like them.
Yes.
Dirty Apartments is actually recorded. So that one's fully recorded, but it's not released. It has not been released.
Why not?
Well, I'm really waiting because it's a really special one for me, and I really want to release it properly now. I'm ready now. I'm older, I'm wiser, I have a little more experience, so I want to try to add that into this release. So it's looking though like it's going to be early 2026 when Dirty Apartments is released, and I'm so excited. I got a live trumpet in the song from
nice.
a very good musician, Jocelyn.
So I think maybe I know she plays in a lot of different bands around town, right?
You probably do know. It's a very small world. Yeah.
There aren't many
Jocelyn
female trumpet players
in
Vancouver.
No, for sure. She's amazing. Yeah. And so I got her to play on the song, which was fabulous, and I'm so excited to release it. And then Suitcase, I have not recorded that one yet, but I really want to. It's my mom's favorite as well. She's like, please record the song. Yeah, and that one's very, very special to me. So I also really want to make sure I do that right. But honestly, it's one step at a time, trying to also get funding for recording and everything as well. So it's just been taking a lot longer. If I could, I would release a whole album because I have so many songs written from the last years that I want to release. Yes. So I want to release all of them right away, but yeah, it's going to take some time still, but I'm very excited.
I know. You always have to, I feel like at least I feel this pressure to constantly be releasing things because I feel like the music industry that's what they're telling you. Release, do 200 TikToks 100%. And be on this rhythm and and I don't disagree with that, but I also just feel like there's barriers to it sometimes, right? Yeah. And I also feel like with the rising cost of living, it's difficult to fit in recording time and producer and and then you have to pay musicians. It's
it's
this whole investment. So and I feel like maybe in Vancouver, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I also just feel like maybe there could be more collaboration and community in Vancouver, in the music scene. I'm sure that there's engineers out there and producers that are wanting to get experience recording. and that would love to record someone like you, but it's like,
Mhm.
where are
I
they?
know,
Where are they? Like,
exactly.
let's find them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, do you feel like, as someone who's like kind of new at this and you're just kind of starting, um like, do you feel like there's a sense of sense of community? Have you found your own community in the music industry, or do you feel like you're still kind of like forming that?
I still feel like I am forming it, but I think with every, day or whatever, every experience, you make more of a community. And I really am still, yeah, so new to everything. So I feel like I just have so much more to do, and it can be very overwhelming sometimes. But one thing that really, I think, helped was this past summer I went to an event in Toronto called Beat Cave. And it's this like big songwriting event, like camp basically. And they get, you have to apply, and then they accept a number of songwriters and producers as well. And so you're basically going into like a bunch of different rooms together and just creating stuff on the spot. You have 2 hours, and you're with a bunch of different people. Some rooms have 10 people, some rooms have 5 people, and then you just make stuff together. And it's really great. And they also do it in Vancouver. Actually, they're coming back in November. I'm
Okay.
going back to it in November.
Amazing.
But yeah, so that's been really great with meeting people. But of course, I met a lot of people that live in Toronto, so that doesn't really help me right now.
Right.
It helped me in the future, maybe. But yeah, I'm really working on trying to build more of a community here.
Yeah.
Just, I think doing more shows. Like, have you heard of So Far?
Yes.
I really want to work up the courage to apply to
Oh,
one of
you'd be great
those
for that.
and do that, because I think that would be really great for building a community and everything, because there's so many wonderful people. But yeah, I think the most helpful things have just been going out and either obviously performing or like going to events where you can meet people and collaborate and kind of go with the mindset of like helping out and doing something to, yeah,
Yeah.
add to something.
Yeah, for sure. Have you gone to any of the open mics here? Because there's lots here in Kitsilano.
I have not. But
Oh.
I have heard about them, and I've just kind of been putting it off a little bit. I don't know why. I was also so focused on busking and starting to do kind
Okay.
of that stuff as well over the summer, that everything else I just kind of fell away a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I need to get more into it. I think create more of a schedule too. Like every week I'm gonna go do this, because I don't have many performances going on right now.
Yeah.
Um, and it's something I want to do more consistently as well. So
Yeah. Open mics are just such a good space for you to just go and
yes.
get that performance
Mm-hmm.
experience. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even for me, I hadn't performed in probably 3 years, and I went to an open mic. Like, I'm not
That's amazing.
booking myself a show
Yeah,
unless like
yeah,
I know
yeah.
I can, like, I think I was also like going through this like, am I supposed to be doing this anymore?
No, for sure. I think everyone kind of has a moment like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Multiple moments
So
like that.
exactly, yeah, the self-doubt creeps in.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, open mics are so good for that. And plus you do get a chance to like meet
Very true.
other musicians there, songwriters.
Yeah.
So I heard there's one. I've been to the one at the Painted Ship.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah. So
I
I
need to
just
go
like
do
the
those.
inside of that place is really cool. Like the way they've
Yeah.
designed it and like the stage and whatnot. It's cool.
I know I really
So
should look into that again more, because I was looking into it a while back and then I kind of forgot about it. And I was also like, no, I'm too scared. And then I started busking. So now I'm like, I can do it. I think I can do an open mic. Like, that wouldn't
yeah.
be, it's not much different than busking in a
Yeah,
sense.
totally.
So I think, yeah, that helped me build some confidence as well. So I think I'd definitely be ready to do more of that
Yeah.
now for
I
sure.
totally know what you mean though. Like you keep putting it off because you're just
Yeah.
like,
You're like,
yeah,
no, I'm
yeah.
not ready yet. I'm not ready. Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to your songs though, because I feel like we kind of sidetracked. I had some questions about your songs.
Mhm.
Um, like who's the person who produced your songs again? There was
So
just there was the
for
Sarah McLachlan songs, and then there
yes,
was
and then
the
Paper Cut was
paper
by
cut.
Cody Taylor.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
so where, because I saw on your Instagram that Yaletown Records? Like what? So what's
Yes,
your affiliate?
yeah.
Is that where Cody is? Is that Yaletown
So
Records or?
no, so Yaletown Records is created by a wonderful woman named Adrienne Nye.
Yes.
Yes, and so
Yes.
I met Adrienne because Adrienne knew my dad through acting.
Oh,
So, and
okay.
then she listened to some of my music and she was like, "Oh my god, I'd love to speak with your daughter. I'm starting this like record label, like company." And so that kind of became a thing. And then I met Cody because of Adrienne, because she would go to that
Okay.
studio a lot. So really have Adrienne to thank for a lot of that.
Right.
Um, introducing me to that whole thing. And so yeah, I did a show as well. Like she did this little kind of safari type show, which was really nice in November of last year. And so I did that and like sang some of my songs, which was great. She does a lot of songwriting camps as well and all those sorts of things. And yeah, no, so it was produced by Cody, who I met through Adrian and Yaletown Records. She's created that. And so
Okay.
I'm sort of a part of that, but also still kind of figuring out because she's very much like still at the beginning of creating that company and everything. So there's just a lot to
Right.
figure out for it. So I think it's like a
Right.
day by day sort of thing. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm very grateful that I got to meet her and
Yeah.
kind of have that support and everything. So
Right. Yes. I came across Adrian. She was in a band called Fallow
yes,
State,
yes, yeah.
and someone who I used to know played in that
Oh
band.
my gosh, no
And I
way.
knew Chris, who
Yes.
was in the band with her as well, because Chris and I we met. We worked at a cafe on Granville
No
Island for
way.
a little bit.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we both worked
god.
at the cafe, and then yeah, I think yeah, that's kind of how we all became connected.
Wow.
So yeah, I do know Adrian,
Oh my god,
and
amazing.
that's awesome. I didn't know she was starting a record label. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool. We
it
might have
is
to.
pretty amazing because it's also like her whole thing is it's a women like run and led record label,
Yes,
which you don't
yes,
see a lot of that
no,
in
no,
the industry. So it's
yeah,
pretty fabulous, and I'm rooting for it all the way because I think we
yeah,
need more of that. But yeah, no, it's fabulous. It's great.
cool. Awesome. Well, we might have to have Adrian on the show.
Honest,
We need to talk.
yes,
We need to
yes,
amplify this story.
she would be a great guest
Yes, absolutely.
for sure.
So what was it like in the studio working with Cody? Like, was that your first experience working
It
with a
was.
producer?
It was
What
my
was
first like yeah, official kind of experience being in like a booth and all those things.
okay?
It was a bit nerve-wracking as like every new kind of experience is, but I was also really really excited because you just get to add so much and you get to
Yeah,
do vocal layers and then I got to play guitar on it and all these things that I was like, "Oh my god. Yay." And also just these songs I'd had for years that I was like, I'm so ready to start recording these and making them a real thing.
yeah,
It's a very emotional thing. Like when you hear a song for the first time that you've had in your head or just had it with your guitar and then hear it in a whole other kind of a new elevated way.
yeah,
It's a very big thing. But I really love the studio and I love being in the studio. I love recording in the studio. Sometimes I think I'm more comfortable singing in that sort of setting than performing. But now I don't know. I
mm,
kind of like both. I
yeah,
think. But the performing I'm still working on. But yeah, no, the studio's been great. It's been a big learning curve for sure.
yeah,
Had to learn a lot about like, oh, you gotta do this, and can't do too much of that, and you gotta make sure you do this. But also just making sure that I'm still but I mean Cody's great. Like he makes you feel so comfortable so you can just share what you need to be. Like, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that.
yeah.
But sometimes it can be a little bit like, oh, the producer knows well, like I don't know if I know as well as the producer would.
Yes,
So then you're doubting yourself a little bit. But he always made me feel very comfortable with being able
that's
to just be
good.
like, no, but I know this song though because I wrote the song. So you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to ask you because I think there is this like you when you work with a producer you do kind of hand over your baby to
Yes,
somebody else,
you
right?
do.
And like
100%.
and you want that, you're
Mm-hmm,
like, I'm
mm-hmm.
here for this,
Exactly,
right?
exactly,
Like
exactly. I need this right now.
and they're there to give to amplify what you're doing
Mm-hmm.
and bring their creativity
Mm-hmm.
to it, which I love that part, like that part of
Yes.
collaboration. Like what does your brain like hear on my
Exactly,
song and how can
exactly.
we like bring our creativity together? But
Mm-hmm.
there is like a fine balance of just like And also like
Yeah.
as women, I think we do struggle a little bit with like voicing what our needs and
Yes.
can we take up space in a very male dominated
Yes.
space, and can I stay true to my artistic vision while also you know uh yeah, it's like a while also like bearing in mind his ideas and
Exactly.
whatnot. So I think yeah, it's as you say, it is a learning kind of it's a learning,
It's a big thing. Yeah.
what am I trying to say,
Learning
learning
curve,
curve, I don't know, learning
learning.
curve.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
I know what you mean.
It's
I
a
can't think of the word
learning
either.
experience. There we
Exactly.
go.
There you go. There you
Okay.
go. Learning experience. Yes.
Um, so I'm glad that like, that experience was positive for you, and
Yeah.
it's
Me
great.
too.
It's a great song. I
Thank
love
you.
the way that it flows. It's
Thank you.
yeah, really, really
I mean,
nice.
Cody, yeah, he I mean, he's very experienced. He has a lot of knowledge and everything, so he really helped to elevate it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the great thing about collaboration, because you're like, oh my god, I don't think I would have thought of that in that way. So
Yeah.
that's really cool that you kind of added that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's amazing. But especially also just going off of the thing of like women being in a very male dominated space. Yeah, we're working with men a lot in like those recording spaces. And so sometimes I'm with like two male musicians, one male producer, and then yeah, I get a little bit like, oh my god, I don't know, do I say what I want to say now, or like, not even because they're making me feel that way, but it's just, and again, it's also based off of like, oh, they have more experience than me kind of thing, and I'm like newer to this, so is this a silly idea? Like, do I voice this idea? And then sometimes I struggle a little bit with like, am I losing the essence of my song to other people right now? You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so it's hard to find the balance of like, I want to listen to what they're saying and I want to also add what they're saying, but then I also don't want to lose
Yeah.
what I am feeling about this song. And I'm still learning how to navigate that, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I can see that. I mean, I think I'm experiencing that like right now too. I also feel like it's, for me, it's maybe like definitely feel you on all those fronts,
Yeah.
like of just like, yeah, losing the essence of your song. You're like,
Yeah.
did we add too much? Has this gone the totally wrong direction? Because
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like also as creative people, we can, and I think that's why it's good, at least for me, to work with a producer, because I can, if I'm left to my own devices, like, I could like get probably 3/4 of the way done with recording a song and then decide I don't like any of
Exactly.
it.
Yep. I was like, I know where you're going with that. Same.
and just be like, you know what? This is shit. I'm not
Definitely.
releasing this. I don't want to work on it anymore. Like, I can so get in my head about that. And then also just like, I don't, or even now, parts that we've added on to my song, I'll be like, now I'm like, do I like that? I don't know if I like
Exactly.
that. Do I like that
I know.
now?
It's like,
Because
wait, but I'm not the same that I was
yeah.
a week ago. So I don't
Yeah.
know if I relate to this the same
Yeah.
way, you know? It's
Yeah.
always
It
changing. It's
is.
always moving. But I guess that's art. Like that's being an artist, and we're always
Yeah.
like raising the standard for ourselves
Totally.
constantly. And so
Yes.
it can make it tough sometimes because you're like, I can't listen to what I just released anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need to go on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And then you write a new song and you're like, this is the best thing I've ever written. And then a week later, you're like, ew, get away from me. I can't listen to that anymore. So it's
Yeah.
kind of tough, especially with recording.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're like, wait, it's been a year since I wrote this song and I wanted to record it right after I wrote it.
Yeah.
Because I was like most excited about it then, but now I'm not as
Yeah.
excited about it anymore. So do I still record it? Am I still going to give it what it needs now that I'm not as excited anymore and I have like new songs? But then also you kind of want to follow things through
You do.
and be
Yeah.
like, don't forget about it just because it's not new anymore. You
It's
know what I
not new
mean?
to you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. That's the thing you have to remember.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
new to me anymore, but it's
Yeah.
still new to everyone else. So yeah,
Exactly.
remembering that and keeping that in mind.
Yeah.
Be tough.
Fair. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's having that creative brain, right? Like we're just always, it's always on the go, right? Yeah. So, and I find it's like it's good to collaborate with other people who can kind of ground that in you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if someone else is just being like yeah, let's like not redo that whole part.
Yeah,
Like let's
yeah.
not do
Let's
that,
just
like
maybe take a break right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
But yeah, cuz I mean, you can jump around a bit. Another thing I noticed on your TikTok
Mm-hmm.
is like you do these jazz numbers. And
Jazz.
then but then I also it's like you're very versatile with your voice
Thank
because
you.
you're doing jazz and but then I listen to Paper Cut and it's kind of
Yeah.
rocky and then but then you're covering like SZA and it's
Yeah.
got these like R&B like you really just go everywhere with that voice.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's really awesome. So talk to me about the jazz songs that you do. Like where
I love
does that
jazz. I
yeah.
love it so
And your
much.
voice is very like it's yeah, it's crazy how you can jump from like the way you use your voice in a folk song and then you but the way you like do those vibratos in the jazz like it's
Thank
really
you.
cool. Like I'm very impressed
I appreciate
by
it.
the versatility that you have.
I
So
think yeah, I mean, I just love singing so many different genres and styles and I never wanted to just do one thing, you know?
yeah.
And jazz is one of my favorites. I grew up listening to a lot of jazz. My parents also just played a lot of different music growing up.
Right.
Listening to a lot of that and then I joined jazz club
Oh.
in at UBC
Oh.
while for like a semester or two while I was there and I sang a bit with them. I took one of their like little workshops, which was like learning how to scat and stuff. And I realized that
Cool.
I was kind of good at it. So I was like, wait a minute, maybe I should do more jazz. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how it really kind of all that started, but I just love playing around and doing different things and imitating kind of also what I hear and being like, okay, I want to try this now. I want to try that, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, kind of is born from all that, I guess.
Yeah. Do you have any like early memories of like what artists you were
Goodness.
listening to?
Well, I know my mom, well, okay, so they used to play, I don't know the names of these songs or the artists, but they played some Portuguese songs growing up. They played some songs in German growing up and like Dutch because my mom's Belgian and so she speaks Flemish Dutch, as do I. So I would listen to like all sorts. Also, I moved around a lot when I was a kid around Europe, so I think just like listening to different music in different places that we were living in. But also they would play a lot of like, if we're talking jazz, a lot of Nina Simone, Ella Fitzgerald, Diana
Yeah.
Krall.
Yes.
Also, I think like Nora Jones as well
Yep.
counts as jazz.
Yep.
I love Nora Jones. So just a lot of different influences. And then my mom sings a lot of blues.
Okay.
So I love the blues as well and
Yeah.
singing some of those. So yeah.
Do you have any like thoughts of recording a jazz song or
I
heading into
would
that
love
genre?
to. I would
Yeah.
love to. I
Yeah.
really would. I was actually just the other day. Do you know the channel? Oh God, Postmodern Jukebox.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
them so
They're
much. I was
amazing.
just listening to a bunch of their things. One of my
Yeah.
favorites is this. I can't remember her name, but she does this amazing version of "One Week" by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay.
It's insane.
Okay.
Anyway, I was just like, I would so love to cover a song like this because I love to take songs that are really well known
Yeah.
and try to do them in a whole different style or like a different way or just something, changing it up. And
Yes.
you're like, wait a minute, I'm hearing the lyrics in a whole new way now, even though I've heard this song so many times.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I would love to do more jazz. I would love to record some jazz and maybe even like write a jazz song, but I'm thinking maybe like do some sort of covers or something and record some covers of songs
Mhm.
in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to do that. My dream
Yeah.
is to be part of a band and then just do like all different styles of music,
Okay.
a little bit of everything. So yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
yeah.
Awesome. Um yeah, and you were mentioning that you were moving around Europe
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yes.
So, where did you live?
Well, so I was born here,
Mhm.
in Victoria, more specifically, and then we moved to Ghent, which is in Belgium. It's a city in Belgium. We lived there for a while. This was all because of my dad's job.
Okay.
He was a creative director
Okay.
for a Cirque cabaret show.
Oh.
So think Cirque du Soleil, but a lot more intimate because you're in this old, beautiful tent. It's called a Spiegel tent, which means mirror tent. And then, it's like you have a 3-course meal over the course of the show, and there's a main singer throughout the show, but then there's also like trapeze artists that swing right over your head because the tent's set up in a circle. Anyway, I won't get all into that, but we moved
cool.
because of that. And so I grew up going to those shows as a kid and like going backstage and seeing all the people in their costumes, and sometimes they dress me up and they were magicians and like this very magical kind of world for a kid. It was pretty cool. Like I'd run around and play hide and seek or tag with the other kids just around the tent, and that was very like those are some of my earliest memories.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's so unique.
It is very, yeah. I don't know how to like explain it always to people because I'm like, how do I start kind of explaining this? But yeah, so we moved all around, and we lived also in Germany for like quite a few places in Germany, mainly Germany. Now that I'm looking back, because we lived in Berlin for a while, in Stuttgart, in Hamburg as well. That was the longest, and then we also lived in Holland, Amsterdam, and then I think those were kind of the main places, and then back to Canada, and then back to Europe, and then back to Canada. But here I've been the longest.
Okay.
So
there was only like maybe a couple years that you.
It was early childhood, like from the ages of whatever 1 to age 11. Like that was the last time I moved.
Oh, okay.
But in between like ages 7 to 10, we lived here already, and then we moved back for a year when I was 10 to 11. To Belgium, and then we moved back here, and then I've been here ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a little crazy, a little wild, but
yeah. I love it. I love it. That's,
I'm very fortunate that I got to do all that traveling at a really, really young age.
Yeah.
Because it's not a given.
No.
It's not a given for sure. So, yeah.
And you do sing in like quite a few different languages on.
Yeah, I love.
You've posted some videos online.
Yes.
So there's Portuguese, there's French.
Yeah.
Is there what other ones?
I think I did one in Italian.
Oh, okay.
Like a little snippet of one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love languages as well. That was always one of my other favorite things. And my mom speaks 5 languages, so she's really, really good with languages. She's really good at picking things up.
Oh, wow.
And so I think and hope I've inherited some of that from her.
Yeah.
So I plan to learn many more languages, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love to sing songs in different languages. It's so cool to do, and just the different sounds and the different all those things, and it just connects people in a different way as well, because they're like, oh my god, you're singing a song in my language, like that's so cool. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I really enjoy doing that a lot. So.
How do you end up choosing those songs? Like, how do you figure that out? Does your mom kind of give you the?
Well, yeah. Sometimes it's my parents being like, oh, you should do this song, or a song that they played. Like my mom introduced me. I did one song in Spanish, and it's called Te Quería, I think, and it's by an artist, Colombian artist, I believe, called Lido Pimienta.
Oh yes,
she's so good.
She's a Polaris Prize winner.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think my dad, not my mom, but I think my dad was playing one of her songs, and he was like, you should listen to this woman. She's really great. And then I heard that song, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do a cover of it, or just like my own little version of it.
Yeah.
And so I just recorded that one afternoon and did that. So kind of, I feel like it's usually through, what is the phrase, word of mouth?
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that is that I don't think that is a phrase.
It is a phrase, word of mouth, but I don't know if
that works
the
for
right
this.
thing.
I was trying. I tried.
It's okay. Oh my god.
You know what I meant, though.
Yep. No. 100%.
Yeah, it was usually recommendations or things I'd heard, or my friends being like, "Oh, I love this song," and then I'm like, "Oh, I want to try that." So
yeah. Cool. I love it. You're just going for it. Whatever comes to your mind.
Exactly.
You're just like, I want to do that.
It's very much
just
sometimes do it in the moment. A lot of the time. Yeah.
So for someone who's younger than you that might watch this, and do you have any like guidance or advice that you would give them about how you have just found how you've been able to just go after the things that you want.
Yeah. My goodness, I'm trying to think of things that aren't just like cliche. Believe in yourself. I think one of the big things is to have some, I don't know, sit down moments, or just where you really think and go like, is am I going to let the fear of doing this, stop me from act, like, is that worth it for me? If I think about, like, if you think about the rest of your life,
Yes.
can you really sit with yourself at the end of the day and be like, I'm not going to do this because I'm scared? Or are you going to go like, you know what? Being scared is worth it. I'm still going to do it scared.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing I feel like not a lot of people really tell you, is you can still do things even with fear. It doesn't mean you can't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It can feel very debilitating in the moment, but
yeah,
you can still do it. And it's almost more worth it, I think, if that's telling you something. If you're kind of scared to do it, I think that's saying like, you should listen to that a little bit. Also,
yeah,
I think a good piece of advice is, I think my dad said this one time. He said it better than I could probably say it now, but also I think take moments to listen to what your heart, or like what's pulling at it, and kind of pulling you in one direction. And especially if it keeps coming up, I think listen to that and follow that, and don't ignore it, because I think it's usually pretty important, and it's telling you something important.
For sure.
I don't know. I think those are kinds of things I wish someone had told me sooner.
Yes. And I think that advice is like applicable to not only young people,
yes,
but even
100%.
to anybody.
Exactly, of any age.
Yes. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Of course.
Yeah, doing things even when you're scared, because and yeah, you're not, I mean, you're not the first person, or I've heard that
No, for sure.
before, where if it's something that scares you, like it comes up casually in conversations where it's like, it's scaring me, so I should probably do it, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's like your indicator that it means something to you, and that it's going to help you grow in some way, and it might change your life.
Exactly.
It
might change your life.
Just change everything. And
so listen to it.
Yeah.
Do it.
But change is scary, right?
It's like, very scary.
Change can be scary.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only constant.
Exactly. You don't want to be the person who
tries to fight against it and be like, no, I can't, because then you're gonna be fighting your whole life. And
exactly, don't want to be at war with yourself, and have failed dreams.
Exactly.
Yeah. So no failed dreams, people.
No
go after dreams. What you want.
Exactly. Every day, like, just do one thing a day.
Exactly. Just do one thing a day. Yeah. Because I think the younger generation, which is you, I think, well, then maybe I should just ask you, like, do you feel like there's a sense of overwhelm sometimes with it all?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I know I feel that.
Yeah.
Almost every single day. And it makes me just want to stay in bed and not do anything.
Yes.
Very often, because I'm like, because it's just the fact that you're just seeing so much of everything all the time. It makes you feel very, like, in a way, for me at least, it makes me go like, well, so many other people are already doing this. What's the point of me trying to do it right now? Like,
right.
It's just a drop in this huge sea.
Yeah.
How am I ever going to get, or like add something? How am I ever going to add something to all of this noise kind of thing? Yeah. It's so overwhelming. Yeah. And I don't know if, like, I'm trying not solve it, but I think the only thing you can do is just know that, like, a lot of other people feel that way.
Yes.
And you're not alone in feeling that. It's a very real thing. And it's also just because we have this just access to so much information. Yeah. More than ever before. Yeah. So makes sense that we get very overwhelmed. So I think just, like, trying to focus on your, I don't know, like, take a step back, but also don't take a step back, if that makes sense.
Take a step back. Would you say then take a step back from social media? Because I think
definitely.
that has definitely, I mean, it's impacted all of us.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm old enough to have had the experience of not growing up with social media.
It's been a nice time.
So yeah. But I mean, when did social media? Yeah. Oh God. I guess I was 23 when like Facebook first came out. Um,
Facebook.
yeah, and it was pretty crazy
Yeah, God.
experience. But yeah, I mean for you it's just been there
It's
the
kind
whole
of been there
time.
the whole time. I'm still lucky because I was still, I guess, in the generation when like you didn't really have a phone still until you
Yeah.
were older. I work with kids and a lot of them have phones quite
Okay.
early on now,
Yeah.
which really worries me because it's like
Yes.
just just stay away from it for as long as you can. Like I even think I got on it too soon. Um yeah. And it's funny because I'm using social media so often now and like it's kind of a big part of like your brand and promoting yourself.
Yeah, there's no
There's
getting away from it
there's
as an
no way
artist.
to
Yeah.
escape it. So I've been really struggling the past while that I've been more consistent, but I've also been struggling to be like, how do I create boundaries, still healthy boundaries, so that I'm not just constantly feeling like I'm losing myself to it and spending too much time on it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I guess the whole thing of try to create more than you consume
Yeah.
is the way to go, but
Just
it's
like
hard.
posting it, put the phone down. You can look
I'm
at how
working on
many
that.
likes you got
Yes.
like in the
Yeah.
evening or whatever,
No,
right?
for
Like
sure.
having those technological boundaries, I guess
Yeah.
you
And
could say.
the earlier you start doing that and creating like good discipline with it, the better.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling with creating that still. So do it. Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cuz like do you notice like I definitely notice like there's a difference in like if I'm scrolling for a while, I will notice that I'm starting to like feel more anxious. I'm starting to feel more like I'm starting to have
Oh my
feelings
God.
in my body
Yes.
where I'm just like,
Yes.
okay, I'm
Yes.
like, wow, I'm feeling so anxious after scrolling. And it was something I don't think I've ever like
Right?
noticed before. But I was like, this is really having like an impact on how I feel about myself.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's almost like it puts you into this like, because yeah, it's like overload for our
Oh
brain.
my God. Yeah.
And then also yeah, we're human beings. It's natural for us to compare ourselves to other people. That's just
That's the
natural,
big thing. Yeah.
and so yeah, if you're constantly scrolling, you saw like 10 people that maybe
Mm-hmm.
are like more ahead of you in some way, or in your mind you've
Exactly.
decided that they're more ahead of
Exactly.
you,
Yeah.
right? Like
That's it.
so and then that thought can just like rabbit hole, right?
Oh
And
God.
so
And the guilt too.
yeah,
Just the guilt of like, oh my God, I just wasted so much time passively watching other people live their lives instead of
right,
living my own life.
yeah,
Um,
it's a
it's
real
scary. It's
thing.
like a vortex you go down sometimes and you're like, where did I go? What time is it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a big thing. And I think, yeah, so many people are struggling with it. I'm definitely
yeah,
struggling with
yeah,
it.
me too,
A
for
lot of the
sure.
time, even though I hate to admit that I am, because it's
Yeah,
like kind of like, no, I don't struggle with that. Yeah, I do.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I've got it
Definitely.
under control. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
sound like addicts.
No, no, but
Oh
it
my
really
God.
is an addiction. It really is though. Like it's
Do we
actually
need to have meetings? Like,
honestly,
oh my
I think
God.
we need to start having no, like seriously, I really think we do because it's getting to a point. Also, I heard something that said that it has the same effect on like your dopamine receptors and stuff as other like taking other substances and stuff. Like being on your phone.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
really
I
we
could
don't
see
know
that.
the effects
We
of it
don't.
quite yet. But it's bad.
Yeah, the studies are showing though that like it's really not it's not great.
No.
It's
And the
not
thing is like
great.
it can feel good in the moment sometimes, but then yeah, as soon as you start scrolling for a while, you just start to feel so crappy. And it's like
Yeah.
it's not like it's almost not even worth it because you're just like now I feel so anxious,
Yeah.
so overwhelmed, overstimulated,
Yeah.
and just like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? All these people are doing all this stuff. What am I doing? Why? What's the point of anything? Why do
Yeah.
I try? Like, all these people are doing these crazy things. And so at the end of the day, why are we doing it to ourselves? Because it's not really making us feel a whole lot better.
No.
Um, so like, yeah,
And it can kind of from what you're describing, and I think it's like it puts you in this like freeze state. Like
Yeah,
it makes you a bit frozen in time,
definitely.
where it's just like nothing is actually happening.
No.
You're not pursuing anything, like you're not
Nope.
working on
Yep.
anything, like unless you're making a post or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's tough.
it's unfortunate, but yeah, I think that like at the end of the day, boundaries, like having boundaries with it is just so key, right?
Yes. It's the only way.
And yeah, and just like I think too, just coming back to the belief that like nobody has what you have, you know,
Yeah.
and that what you're here to give is very unique to you.
Yeah.
And in a sea of noise, yes, that can seem like it's not enough or
Exactly.
insignificant, but there's no other Talia and there's no other,
Yeah.
Adriana out there. So, we gotta
Exactly.
just
Got to
keep
remember that.
nurturing that. It's like a little, like our mantra,
Yeah.
like,
Yes. No, actually,
yeah,
it's important to have little mantras to
absolutely.
remind yourself because things get tough. So,
Yeah, exactly. Just as you
yeah.
say, like, we have those days where we like can't get out of bed,
Yeah.
and that's okay,
Yes.
like that's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
We all need to have those. We live in this, very fast-paced society, and I mean social
Oh,
media
yeah.
doesn't really help with it all
No.
as well because we're constantly taking in information. So, yeah, I think, I have this theory, like when I think about like technology and the
Mm-hmm.
impact that it's having on us and the
Yeah.
impact, especially with AI, these tech companies are advancing this technology faster than there is
God.
legislation for it,
Yeah.
and there's not enough studies on it to know how this is going to like
No.
impact us
Impact.
as
Yeah.
human beings. And there's already been a lot of like negative consequences to I mean chat gpt and
Yeah.
whatnot. So I have this theory though that like in as far as like our evolution as a species, I feel like technology is going to push us more inward because there's going to be nowhere else
Yeah.
to go,
Yeah.
like um I feel like we're going to end up valuing nature and valuing these other things in our
I think it's
we're
going to take a
gonna
180 kind of
yeah,
thing.
like we're gonna start valuing, you know one-on-one time with
Yes.
people as opposed to feeling a sense of connection through our
Yes.
phones. I feel like we're gonna just come back to
I
some of these
think it's
things,
always when one thing gets to an extreme, it kind
yes,
of just at
like
one point cracks and just needs to kind of take a 180 and go the
yeah,
total opposite. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And yeah, I mean I sure hope so. I
yeah,
really hope so. I think it's already sort of happening a little bit. A lot more people my age, like my friends and all we talk about is like, oh my God, we need to get off of these phones and like it's not good and it's not making me feel good and I want to be more
yes.
just doing things with you guys and present and trying to spend more time focusing on that and doing that. So
That's
yeah, I
great. That's
think
great.
some good hopefully will come out of all of it and
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
that's good. That's good that you're the younger generation and you guys are having conversations like that.
Yeah.
Then it's like, it's I'm sure, I mean, a lot of people are having conversations
Yes.
about
Yep,
that,
yep,
right?
yep.
So,
It's a big topic.
and like, yeah, I think also, there's a lot of artists out there that are worried about AI and like
Hmm.
AI generated music and
Right.
stuff. And I
Starting
also
to
just
replace
once
you.
again, I still go back to like, I don't understand what the panic is. Like, okay, yes, they're going to like be taking away like just because of the way the streaming
Yeah.
platforms are structured.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be taking away from our money in that sense
Yeah.
because it's another like pool of musicians that are going to be, you know,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I've explained myself. But I also just feel like once again, it's like it's gonna go back to the live performance. It's gonna go
Right?
back to you showing up as a human being with your energy and your
I don't
presence
think it's ever
and
gonna go away fully.
like
Yeah.
that's only going to get that's always been there, you
It's
know, and I
always,
think
I
that
think it's always
that's
going to
going to
be
be
there.
stronger over the
Yes.
years. You
Yep.
know, we are evolving,
100%.
we're becoming more aware of ourselves, you know, like I'm meeting artists like yourself, um who are in, you know, their 20s, and I'm just like blown away by how self-aware you are. Like I'm just like, oh my god, I'm like, yes, the world is not going to shit.
Yay, there's hope. No,
You
I
don't
know.
know, but like seriously, like
Yeah.
you like everyone seems like, yeah, just it's eh, I think that what comes along, what am I trying to say here, what comes along with a greater self-awareness is more of a stronger energy, like that's carrying you through this
Yeah.
life. There's an awareness around your decisions and what you're doing,
More
and
self-assurance, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, I think that that's just gonna, you know, get stronger and stronger in people, and that I don't know, for me, I just don't think that there's just going to
Yeah.
be any real competition aside from the online platforms, for, because you know, you can't replace a human
No.
being. And you know, I don't even want to listen to those songs,
No, exactly.
because I'm
I
like,
listen, I'm
well,
like,
if there's not a human behind it who's
exactly.
put their like heart and soul into it, and their like, you know, their imprint on
Yeah.
behind the music, then like why would I want to listen to
Exactly.
that, you
I
know?
guess some of the fear is, and I don't know if I really understand it, but I think some of the fear is just like, what if it gets to a point where it's so good and so realistic that we just can't tell the difference anymore? And I like
Right.
that's where it starts to get kind of blurring the lines of like, wait, that wasn't a real person doing that, I guess.
Oh
But at the
yeah.
same time, I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't fake something. So like, you know what I mean? Like how would they have an AI doing a live performance? Like we're still gonna, as you said, want that from real people. And
Exactly.
so like that's never gonna go away.
No.
They're never gonna be able to, you know?
Yeah,
So,
like I was trying to picture it. I was like, okay, if we're gonna do like, if say for instance, like AI generated music, like they've grown a fan base, and
yeah.
they want to go to a show, like it would
Yeah.
be like a screen.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like,
Like, how would that work? Like no one's gonna like that. I'm
and
not
like
gonna like
tracks
that.
being played on, like, you know, like,
Exactly. It's never gonna,
yeah.
I just don't think, because I know I heard that there was this AI band that like really their songs took off or whatever. And,
Yeah.
and one of my parents' friends was telling us about this, and they won, like, I don't know if they won anything. I thought he said they did, but and people didn't realize it was AI. And then they eventually said, oh yeah, these songs were all like AI, like we weren't singing them. So they were real people that created it, but they were using AI to make their songs and like the singing and everything. I listened to it.
Oh,
You can tell it's AI.
okay.
Like the lyrics, all the stuff.
Yeah.
The singing sounds pretty realistic, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And pretty good, but the lyrics and everything, like there's just something you can just tell. And yeah, I don't think it's ever, I think a lot of these things have lasted a long, long time, with lots of other issues coming up. I don't think we're gonna lose it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think that there's a need to be afraid of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But that's everyone's kind of first reaction is, oh, it's something new. It's something scary.
We're already struggling as artists, and
I
now
know,
we have
exactly.
to compete
Now,
with
like, just feeling kind of
technology.
threatened
Yeah.
is kind of a go-to. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
well, we'll see what happens.
we'll see. We will see, I guess.
Yeah.
Only
I think
one
I think at least I hope that,
Yeah.
you know, the introduction of these different technologies will just help us value real human connection
100%
better, and
Absolutely.
connecting with an artist at a show and feeling their presence. You know?
And it's such a, there's nothing like it. So
yeah,
you
can't recreate that.
No,
so.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, so any performances coming up?
I wish I could say there were performances. Actually, why was I like excited? There's actually nothing right now to say. I mean, the way I was like, I actually have nothing. So
okay, so we're needing to book a show for Thalia.
Open mics.
Yes,
open mics.
Or if you need an opener,
open mic.
She's
yes,
she's available.
Would love that. I might be doing some sort of little live show at Douglas College, so
okay.
it's not like, but it'll be there. That'll
Yep.
be cool. But then also busking. I want to try to continue that over the winter months. I haven't been for the last month or so getting into school, but
where do you go?
I go to Kids Beach.
Okay.
Right? Kids Beach.
Do you need a permit?
You do need a permit.
Okay. So you've got one. You're all ready to go?
Yep. I can't lie. As soon as I brought it up, I was like, oh no. I'm about to get canceled.
Yes, you have a permit.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yep.
Good. And you're just going by yourself, or do you like bring a friend along?
I go by myself. Like I'm singing by myself, but my parents so far have been going with me, or at least one of them, just to help me carry some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll listen, or they'll go for a little walk.
Yeah.
I've only busked like 4 times, but it's been great.
Yeah. What's been the response?
So fun. Really good.
Yeah, I bet.
Really good.
I bet you're really good. So
well, I wasn't expecting anything.
Okay.
To be honest, but it's been really lovely, and it made me think maybe I should quit my other jobs and just do this full time.
Okay.
It's been really good.
Okay, so you're making some money.
I've been making some money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing. And
Yeah.
like, are people coming up to you wanting to chat?
Well, they are, but also I have usually like a little
like a QR code.
No, I don't have a QR. I'm not at that level. No, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Because I have cards that Adrian and I helped me make for my song Paper Cut. Yes. And so it brings like right to my Spotify. So I have little cards that I have with me, and then I have like my socials on a little thing. What I need to start doing is get a QR code for payments if people don't have cash with them. Because so far I've only been doing cash, which has been more successful than I thought it would be.
That's crazy.
But so definitely need to start leveling up a little bit with some of those things. But
yeah, if someone wants to e-transfer or whatever, just have your email out there.
Yeah. But people have like posted me on their stories from it and followed me from it, and so it's been pretty awesome. So I want to do more of that and definitely go like to more spots as well. But I love Kids Beach. It's a great spot.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I think that's all. I feel like we talked talked about a lot here.
We did.
And thanks again for wanting to do this and giving your time and
this is great.
Sharing yourself.
I had a blast.
Okay, good.
I really did.
I'm glad. Good. Alrighty. Well, that's a wrap.
Thank you so much again.
You're welcome.
This is wonderful.